I remember the night everything changed. The moon didn't rise. Instead, something else did. At first, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. The pale, familiar orb I'd watched my whole life had vanished, and in its place loomed a monstrous, rust-red sphere. It was Titan, Saturn's largest moon, suspended above our heads like a surreal, gas-shrouded omen. I felt the air grow heavier with a dread I couldn't name. And yet I couldn't look away. The stars seemed smaller now. The sky didn't feel like mine anymore. The tides came first. They swelled like they had a vengeance, swallowing coastlines with a force I'd never seen. Titan is massive, nearly 50% larger than our moon. Its gravity pulled the oceans like strings, snapping rhythms we'd taken for granted for millennia. People fled inland. The news was chaos, and I watched it all unfold from my rooftop as waves claimed streets like hungry ghosts. And then, the cold. Titan orbits far from the sun, and it carries that chill like a curse. Temperatures dropped subtly at first, then alarmingly fast. Nights grew longer. Crops wilted under skies that seemed too distant, too foreign. I wrapped myself in layers, but nothing could insulate me from the feeling that we were now guests in a world that used to be ours. But it didn't end there. Not long after, Titan was gone, and another moon took its place. I woke to find a shattered reflection in the sky, sharp and glittering like broken glass. Miranda. A moon of Uranus. It looked wrong, fractured, scarred by colossal canyons and ancient impacts. I stared at it, unsettled by how it hovered, smaller, more distant, as if it didn't want to be seen. The nights grew darker under its faint glow. Tides weakened. The oceans calmed, eerily so, but with that came a stillness that frightened me more than the chaos. Without the moon's stabilizing influence, the Earth itself felt tipsy, our axis wobbling, seasons bending unpredictably. Snow fell in spring. Storms struck out of season. The Earth was confused, and I felt it in my bones. Then came Io. I'll never forget that day. The sky blazed orange with volcanic fury. Io, Jupiter's hellish moon, glared down on us like a burning eye. Its sulfuric plumes reached out like claws in the sky. I could feel it, Earth's magnetic field twitching, reacting. And then, earthquakes. Not gentle tremors, but violent convulsions that made cities tremble. The electromagnetic chaos disrupted satellites. Communications failed. I lost contact with friends. My world shrank to the sound of my own heartbeat and the deep, distant roar of the ground beneath me. People stopped sleeping. The red glare of Io at night made the dark feel angry. Some called it divine punishment, others a celestial mistake. And then, Enceladus. For a moment, just a moment, it was beautiful. A moon of ice, pure, bright, glistening with reflected sunlight. Geysers burst from its surface, and I imagined oceans hidden beneath. I wanted to believe it was a blessing, that maybe, finally, we'd found peace. But Enceladus, though dazzling, was distant. Its gravity too weak, our tides nearly vanished, coral reefs began to suffocate, marine life floundered, entire ecosystems spiraled, and the Earth, without its rhythmic dance with the tides, grew strangely silent. I realized then how much I missed her, our moon. She was never just a rock. She was a guardian, a clock, a storyteller in the sky. She shaped our nights, our oceans, our balance. She watched over the birth of life and guided our ancestors through darkness. Now, the sky is empty. No new moon, just stars. I look up every night, hoping she'll come back. That familiar silver coin that knew our secrets, heard our prayers, pulled our hearts like she pulled the tides. And though I never thought I'd say it, I miss her light. I miss her pull. I miss home. Days blur now. Without the moon's rhythm, time feels strange, loose, unanchored. Sleep is broken. The night no longer signals rest. It lingers too long or disappears too quickly. I wake unsure whether it's morning or just another hour lost in the absence of her steady gaze. The stars don't help. They look different without her, like they've scattered, confused about where to gather. And when I stare at them, I can't help but wonder if other worlds are watching us too. Wondering why we let our moon go. There were attempts to fix it. Satellites launched, theories written, simulations tested. But how do you replace something that's been with you since the Earth was born? She wasn't just orbiting us. She was part of us. Her gravitational grip slowed Earth's spin, gave us those precious 24 hours. Without her, the days grew shorter, subtly, dangerously. We barely noticed at first, until plants began blooming out of sync, bees vanished, and animals started migrating in confused spirals. The ancient ones knew. All those stories, myths, and lullabies, they weren't just poetry. They were warnings. They spoke of balance, of harmony between earth and sky. We thought they were just tales. Now I think they were memory. Memory etched into language, waiting for us to listen. And I think I'm listening now. Sometimes I hear the ocean speaking in hushed tones, as if it's mourning her absence too. The waves crash, but the rhythm is off, like a song missing its chorus. I sit near the shore, trying to remember how it used to feel, when moonlight shimmered over the water and made everything feel sacred. That's the word I keep coming back to. Sacred. She was more than a moon. She was ritual. She was compass. She was time. And now, in her place, there is only a lesson. A lesson we learned too late. Not all things that stay quietly by our side are insignificant. Some are holding us together in ways we never understood, until they're gone. If she ever returns, I'll never take her for granted again. I'll watch her rise and whisper a thank you over and over until the tides remember how to dance. So if you're still here, still listening under this unfamiliar sky, let me ask you something. What else are we overlooking? What silent forces are holding us together right now, unnoticed, unappreciated? Don't wait until they're gone to see their worth. Look up tonight if the moon is still with you. Watch her. Feel her. And remember that even the quietest companions shape the very rhythm of our lives. If this story moved you, share it. Let others remember what we often forget. Subscribe for more if you're drawn to the wonder, the mystery, and the fragile beauty of our place in the universe. And most of all, keep looking up.